Hello, my name is Pankaj Jain and I welcome you to this course on Spring Boot Fundamentals. I have been in the software industry for 20 plus years, and over these years I have delved with a lot of technologies, mainly Oracle in the back end and Java in the front end. I am passionate about teaching as it allows me to give back to the technical community in my own little way. Technology is a great enabler, and over these years, it has transformed the world around us. My love for technology is mainly due to the fact that it enables me to help people around me. With code and automation, we in IT can help users do what they do more effectively and accurately. Help them get rid of the mundane, repetitive tasks, freeing up precious time in their day to day lives to allow them to do what they like and add more value. Spring Boot, in my opinion, is a game changer. It greatly simplifies application development, follows the convention over configuration approach. With just a few simple annotations and dependencies, it auto configures most of the things for you behind the scenes, giving you a production ready app which you can just run. No more writing a boilerplate code or doing lengthy XML configurations. How cool is that? In this course, we will start off introducing Spring Boot and talk about its benefits. In the next module, Basics in Getting Started, we will introduce Spring Boot and cover its fundamental concepts. We will see how to use Spring Initializer to rapidly build and run a simple web app first and then a console application. In the next module, creating a Spring MVC app using TimeLeaf, we will build a fully functional Spring MVC app for managing item inventory. We will use TimeLeaf for the view layer. We will explain how to integrate third-party libraries like jQuery, Bootstrap, etc. in our app and refer to TimeLeaf model attributes in the view layer. We will also introduce Spring Boot Dev Tools, which makes development and testing very easy. Next in the module, Connecting to Database, we will connect our app to a backend database using Spring Data JPA's repositories. We will start off with an in-memory database H2 and then later switch to MySQL to show how Spring Boot makes it easy to work with various databases and allows them to switch them at ease. We will create the add, update, delete operations and complete our Spring Web MVC app creating timely views for adding and deleting. In the next module, Building and Consuming REST-based web services, we will demonstrate how Spring Boot makes it easy to create and consume REST services. We will create CRUD REST endpoints for the items in our inventory. We will then see how to consume REST APIs in our Spring Boot project. We will take the web layer of our Spring MVC app we built earlier, and instead of fetching data from a database, we will display the front end consuming data from the REST APIs. Next, in the module Monitoring Health and Metrics with Actuators, we will demonstrate Spring Boot actuators, which provide us a lot of useful health endpoints and metrics right out of the box with zero coding. We will also see how to implement our own custom health checks and create new endpoints. In the module Improving Performance by Implementing Caching, we will demonstrate the caching support Spring Boot provides. With just a dependency and a few annotations, you can devise an effective caching strategy for your application. We will first demonstrate the caching with the default cache manager Spring Boot provides, and then later swap the provider to Redis. In the module Implementing Security, we will see how Spring Boot makes it easy to implement security. We will first demonstrate basic authentication, and then switch our app to use database authentication. Spring Boot Actuator Security is now integrated with the main app's security. We will see how to protect actuator endpoints, and we'll also talk about the OAuth 2 support. Finally, in the module App Configuration with Profiles and Deployment using Docker, we will see how to configure our app for different environments like dev and prod using Spring Profiles. We will also see how to Dockerize our app and run multiple instances of it. Let us take a quick look at the apps we will build in this course. Here is the Spring MVC app, which is used to manage item inventory. It has a front end based on Bootstrap and TimeLeaf templates. You can click this button to add a new item, click Edit to edit an existing item, and delete to delete an item. Later, we will secure this app and see how to authenticate and authorize it. So some pages require no authentication, and some pages like edit or add need appropriate authentication and roles to be able to access those pages. We will also build REST-based web services, so REST APIs to perform CRUD operations against our items table. So here is the REST API to get all items, REST API to get a specific item, REST API to post or insert a new item, REST API to put or update an existing item, and finally REST API to delete an item. We will further provide caching support to the REST APIs using Redis to improve performance of our app. We will build Docker image for our Spring Boot app and launch multiple instances of our Docker image and access them specifying profiles to have logging and other properties take effect in appropriate environments like dev and prod. So we will learn a lot, see how to build various kind of applications and touch on a lot of important aspects of Spring Boot required for a production grade application. This course would be useful for Java developers and software architects. You would just need some basic Java concepts and Spring understanding to follow along. By the end of this course, you would have a solid conceptual understanding of the various aspects of this framework to rapidly start developing applications and microservices. I hope you will join me in this journey to understand this powerful framework and see how it can help you in your day-to-day lives rapidly developing powerful applications with minimal code.